This review of the Strike Freedom Full Burst Mode Gunpla has been brought to you in part by my impulsivity, which one day will make me go bankrupt. Dabbling in the wild west of the figurized world of model kits of late, it's nice to come back to the structure and consistency of the Master Grade Gunpla line. Sure, it often consists of the same parts, the same beam sabers, the same inner frames, and the same stickers, but there's a level of refinement in the kits that you just can't help but appreciate. Not only that, but how many times can a guy assemble a Dragon Ball Z gi without thinking the grass is no greener on the other side? But what if you want something more? No, I don't mean a perfect grade kit, because I like to pay the bills. Just something a bit different. Something a bit, it's a feeling that you can't quite explain, but you'd know it when you feel it. Well, at the old Gunpla store, I finally saw it, the Strike Freedom. A suit that's got a few more bells and whistles than a normal Master Grade kit that doesn't send the price into the stratosphere. Can this kit live up to the expectations of its fantastic box art? Let's dive into a review of the Master Grade Strike Freedom Gundam Full Burst Mode. Just looking at the thing on the shelf, this kit is constantly trying to remind you that it's not your average Master Grade. It has some beautiful box art, highlighting the gold theme of the kit with its emphasis on the full burst mode. It's also colorized rather than just stenciled on the box. Its dimensions are unique too, at 31 by 59 centimeters, going for a longer style than the normal options for Master Grade kits. If you haven't already guessed, that gold theme extends to the model's joints, dragoons, and any area that has a gap, not unlike the various Unicorn Gundam models that employ the red elements of its destroy mode. You can't really be faulted for judging this book by its cover, but the price, only 99 Canadian dollars as of February 2025, had me do a double take. When a normal Master Grade kit usually runs from $70 to $80, the sense of premium doesn't really match the price point. But it makes a bit more sense when you realize what you're getting. In the most unflattering way to describe it, this kit is essentially a mod of the normal Strike Freedom Master Grade, with some extra gold pieces, an action base, and a poster you can hang up on your wall to show off to your non-existent friends, because you make model kits. A more flattering way of saying that? The kit comes with a whopping 26 runners, which includes runners for a specialized action base that can show off the Dragoon system funnels in full deployment. It also comes with one set of foil stickers and two sets of other custom decals, some water slides. Also, there's a beautiful poster you can hang up on your wall to show off to your non-existent friends. You're getting a lot in the box, and without counting the application of the decals, this is probably going to take upwards of 10 hours to build. Not a bad proposition for the price. Spend some time applying those decals and painting the additional miniature characters from the show that come in the box, and perhaps you've got yourself a nice value proposition here. Coming back to the runners, the highlight of the kit, the golden parts, are where both of the premium aspect of the suit and the budget aspect come into clear view. First of all, the premium aspect. The gold parts look good, contrast with the other gold type of plastic on some of the other runners, and really add a unique feel to an otherwise normal Master Grade kit. The runners also employ more undergating that you might find with normal Master Grade runners, something I wish was available more often at the Master Grade level. The pieces don't feel overly plasticky either. The parts have a matte finish with a relatively low amount of luster to them, and the muted nature of the color makes the parts feel practical to the suit, rather than the gimmick that they are. And if you ever feel like the suit's gold is too bougie, you can always use the alternate pieces that lack the gold coating of the full burst mode. A considerate addition of runners that were added just because. What's the budget aspect, you ask? Well, the parts are used sparingly. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but there are only 3 or so medium-sized runners containing the gold parts. I mentioned the undergating being more premium, but there are also some glaring pieces like the hands that have exceptionally obvious nub marks because of their gate positions. This is compounded by the fact that the gold is only surface deep on these parts. Dig too deep in an attempt to smooth out your cuts and you'll be left with an ugly blue-black nub mark that only a good paint job will hide. Speaking of painting, I have no intention of doing so with this kit. It comes with a nice color palette across all of its parts, and the gold highlights embedded fitted into the suit, despite some nasty nub marks, are more than enough when it comes to showing this thing off. Combined with the suit's impressive lack of egregious seam lines or other imperfections, and you have yourself a stunning, visually impressive Gundam on your hands. As far as articulation is concerned, the suit bends and poses as you'd expect it to. I will voice my complaints that the head, toes, and ankle feel especially limited in their movement ability. The wing system also has a bothersome tendency to unscrew itself as you start to spread them. I sense perhaps I haven't installed them correctly, but how many times do I need to hear the satisfying click as the wings snap into themselves, only to have to unscrew them again like nothing happened? Maybe I need to learn Japanese and figure out what this is saying. Before I continue waxing poetic on this suit, you know what's the worst part of building a model kit? It's the repetition. I know what you're thinking, and yes, Gunpla is a practice in repetition. No doubt that many of you sometimes find yourself in a zen mode, snipping and cutting and sanding away, not a care in the world. But for those bigger kits, fatigue can definitely sink in. Building one arm, no problem. Building the same arm a second time, a bit of a snooze fest. Sometimes, building bigger models feels like a marathon. Hunched over a workbench, building the same leg you just painstakingly made can take its toll on you. Knowing this about myself, I think I must have done the dumbest thing imaginable. I bought the Strike Freedom model kit. The Dragoon-laden, two-arm having, multi-gun-ass Strike Freedom. Am I a masochist? Maybe, but that's besides the point. Repetitive is definitely the word I'd use for this kit. Building the suit's wing system is a practice in patience. Of the 10+ hours I spent building this kit, almost a third of that time was dedicated to the wings. This wouldn't be so bad if it weren't so repetitive. You have to make 16 of these damn things. By the 8th one, I could feel my grasp on sanity slipping away. That being said, the end result is absolutely beautiful, so I can't really complain too much. What's the final verdict? It's a very intricate suit for a master grade level kit. It also provides a robust assortment of accessories and is even reasonably priced. I can't get away from the fact that it's a repetitive build at the end of the day, and some corners are being cut to keep the price out of the stratosphere. There's also some limited range of motion on certain parts of the suit. Overall, I'd give it a solid B+. This suit did a good job of reminding me what I like and dislike about Gunpla and model kits on a broad scale. I love undergating, I love special edition kits, and I love when an action base is provided in the box. But most of all, I think I love a unique build, something that limits repetition rather than emphasizes it. This suit, unfortunately, has a few shortcomings to go with the very nice final product. It's a personal reminder that when I'm on the hunt for a new kit, I should probably try to find something with only one arm, one leg, and one wing, because I have ridiculous standards. So anyways, I purchased this motherfucker right here. Thanks for watching the video, I really hope you enjoyed it. I have a bunch more kits in the pipeline, but if you have a suit you really want to see being built or reviewed, just let me know and I'll add it to my to-build list. My channel is a bit eclectic, so if you like Beat Saber, I also do videos each week, and I'm currently working on a lifelong project to beat every Sonic the Hedgehog Blue Spheres level I can find. I call it my Blue Spheres project, and you can see one new level every week. Whatever floats your boat, I hope you can find something you like on the channel, and anyways, thanks again for watching, and I hope you can give the video a like, drop a comment if you want, or subscribe if you want to see more fun stuff. Thanks so much, I really appreciate it.